Then we come to the judicial powers. The judicial powers of the Union Parliament are the removal of the President of India. President is part of the Union Parliament, but the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have the power to remove the President by a process called impeachment. That means the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha can remove the President only on ground of the violation of the Constitution. In that case, one house will pass a resolution. The one house will level charges against the President, charges of the violation of the Constitution, and by 2/3 majority. And other house will make an investigation of the charges leveled against the President. And here the President can be present there, can be questioned, or President can be represented. And if the other house also finds the charges against the President are true, then resolution will be passed by 2/3 majority of the members, and the removal of the President has to come into effect. Therefore, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have the power to remove the President on ground of the violation of the Constitution. The members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have also the power to remove the judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. These are the various judicial powers of the Union Parliament. We can say the powers of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Next we come to the electoral powers. Electoral powers of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, along with the members of state legislative assemblies, elect the President of India. So we can say the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, along with the members of the state legislative assemblies, elect the President. They have the power to elect the President of India. Similarly, the members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elect the Vice President of India. So, the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha members elect the President. The members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elect the Vice President. And again, the members of Lok Sabha elect from among the members of Lok Sabha the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected by the members of Lok Sabha. The Deputy Speaker again. Again, the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha is elected by the members of Lok Sabha. And the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha is elected by the members of Rajya Sabha from among the members of Rajya Sabha. So these are the electoral powers of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Once again, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members take part in the election of the President. The members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elect the Vice President. The members of Lok Sabha elect the Speaker of the Lok Sabha from among the members of the Lok Sabha. The members of Lok Sabha elect the Deputy Speaker from among the members of Lok Sabha. The members of Rajya Sabha elect the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha, who assists the chairman of the Rajya Sabha in conducting the meeting of the Rajya Sabha. Then we have the exclusive powers of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and these powers are very, very important. The exclusive powers are also called special powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And when we say the special powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we mean if it is a special power of Lok Sabha, this power is not enjoyed by the Rajya Sabha. Similarly, if the special powers of Rajya Sabha means those powers are not enjoyed by the Lok Sabha. Those powers are enjoyed only by the Rajya Sabha. So it is very important for you to know the special powers of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So let's first discuss the special power of the Lok Sabha. The special powers of Lok Sabha. The money bill is introduced or originates only in the Lok Sabha. We know that there are two types of bills, money bill and non-money bill or ordinary bill. The money bill is introduced only in the Lok Sabha. It can originate only in the Lok Sabha, whereas non-money bill or ordinary bill can originate either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. So Lok Sabha is more powerful with regard to the money bill, and Rajya Sabha has little power as far as money bill is concerned. So money bill can originate only in the Lok Sabha. Then no confidence motion. No confidence motion against the ruling party can be moved only in the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha has no power to move no confidence motion against the ruling government, ruling party. The reason is the members of Lok Sabha represent the people of this country. They are directly elected through the universal adult franchise. So the members of Lok Sabha are empowered to move no confidence motion against the government if the members of Lok Sabha feel that the government has failed to fulfill the aspirations of the people of the country. The government is acting against the constitution. In such situation, the members of Lok Sabha can move a no confidence motion against the government. And third is sometimes there is a joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members when there is deadlock, there is disagreement between the members of the Lok Sabha and members of Rajya Sabha over an ordinary bill. That means the decision made by the Lok Sabha is contradicts the decision made by the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha has passed the bill, but Rajya Sabha is rejecting the bill. That is kind of contradiction. If that is the case, the President will ask the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha to come together and discuss once again and sort it out. And finally, put it to vote. Therefore, when the voting takes place, Lok Sabha wins because Lok Sabha has got 545 members, whereas Rajya Sabha has got only 250 members. Then we have the special powers of Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, cannot be dissolved. That means when there is national emergency and the Lok Sabha has been dissolved, at that time the members of Rajya Sabha play a very, very special role because the members of Rajya Sabha continue to be the parliamentarians. The members of Rajya Sabha have the power to create new All India services. If they feel that the new All India services are in the interest of the nation. So these are special powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and you should know, you should not get mixed up with the special powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.